Shalom. I want to begin this lesson giving all the glory and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Yahweh the true God, that the world certainly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world certainly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. The title of this lesson is, continue, start, finish your day with fear of the true power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're going to open up this lesson with the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And that's as you see, today as you go through in today's days, or even back in time, as you go through your days and you paying attention to society, these people are foolish, man. They despise wisdom and instruction, man. No one wants to keep the law. No one, it's too grievous to them. The Lord said it's not too grievous, The Lord wouldn't give us anything that we couldn't bear. But these people are too foolish, and they despise. They not only they forsake wisdom, they despise it. You try to give it to them, you try to feed it to them, in however form you can, a pleasable way. But these people are too foolish, and like the word says, they despise it. They want to fight you for trying to give them life, but yet they just stay in their death. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 20, it reads. Bear with me. Thou shalt fear the Lord, thy power, Yahweh Shai. Him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave and swear by his name, which the word swear means oath. So we're bound unto him. We're loyal. There's no other power. He is the praise, and he is thy power, that have done for thee these great and terrible things, which thine eyes have seen. So, you might have a child. That's a great thing you've seen, You see the elements of the world, how they go about, and how they remain in ordinance. Those are great things. And when you see these terrible car accidents, you see these planes falling down from the sky, you see all this madness going on, that's of the power too. So you must fear that power, the great power of Israel, man. He even those that forsake him are still subject unto him, So people of this society are foolish, and to think that the devil does all the bad and thy power does all the good, you can't be so simple. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 8, and it reads, there is no wise and greatly to be feared the Lord Yahweh Shai sitting upon his throne. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord Yahweh Shai. So there's no other power that you should be in a way fearful of. A lot of people, without fearing the Lord, they go ahead and fear Esau, and then they go bug themselves out. A lot of people have anxiety, they have stress, they have so-called a whole bunch of things going on, but they don't understand that their burdens could be a lot more relieved if they feared the Lord Yahweh Shai. Of course, the Lord is still going to chastise us, Israel, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. You're still going to be tried because we're still in this captivity, but nonetheless, we got the Lord. With the Lord, all those burdens could be lifted upon us, man. You got people that have been dealing with certain stress and bugs of their mental and physical life for time and time and time, and they don't know where the true life or water or source is for them to be relieved of that. But that's in his word, and that's in the Lord, and fearing the Lord, beginning and going back to Proverbs verse 1 and 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. These people never gain any true wisdom. These people think that knowing science or math or language arts or just some folly is the beginning of what? Their freedom? Nah, the truth shall set you free, So these people forsake that and they despise it. The book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 1, verse 11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness in the long life. Like the word says, the truth shall set you free. It shall give it joy, gladness, and a long life. Whosoever feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. So when shit hits the fan, the Lord willing, we find favor. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, as it says again, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. So since birth, this was a thing. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18. The fear of the Lord, chapter 1, verse 18, Salaki. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, as it says again, to exaggerate and exalt the importance of the fear of the Lord. Is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish. So that's being relief of those anxieties, of those bug out minds and ways of living, you know. Making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are gifts of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it enlarges their rejoicing that love him. You know, so we rejoice in fearing the Lord. You know, a lot of people might think it's grievous to fear the Lord, it requires a lot, but once you understand certain things, you know, Lord willing, he reveals those things. You have the ear to hear and understanding that you understand that this is the best pro. You know, there is no cons. It's only pros. Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge and of understanding, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast. So when you fear the Lord, he rains down wisdom, skill, knowledge of understanding. But you must hold her fast, you know. You got to keep that tight. You got to bind that upon her neck, you know. And that all begins with fear. You won't receive anything without fearing, you know. And if you lack fear, you want to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he may increase that fear upon you, man. And I pray, Lord willing, that fear may be taught the easier way for you than the harder way. But you must know hardship to appreciate, you know, the easiness. But what I was gonna say is, yeah, I mean, I remember begging the Lord for fear, you know. I had to learn the hard way, but nonetheless, I never looked back since that day. He showed me how to fear him, or how he gave me fear. I won't go into detail what happened, but, you know, I fear that power greatly. Verse 20, the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof of long life. So we're living in this thing. These people out here that you see walking and going throughout their days in demons and tumults, they're not living, man. They fear Esau, man. They fear folly. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. So, you know, Lord willing, we stay diligent that our fear may be blotted out. I mean, our sins may be blotted out one day, you know. And we may be delivered in the times to come, as we know what's to come. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 21, it reads, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, and have ears and hear not. So these people are foolish without understanding. But hear this, verse 22, fear ye not me, saith the Lord? Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea, for perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? And thou the waves thereof toss themselves yet? Can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet they cannot pass over it. So you see all these ordinances, and of course, who controls all these ordinances, like the sea, and like the sun staying up, and like the air not being seen, but yet going in and out of our body. Our power controls this. So people are foolish to not fear the Most High. If he can create all these things, he can take it away from you, you know. And people get fooled by Esau that he has the greatest power, that he controls a lot of the things they see, which is false, you know. And people got to get up out of that. If you're so foolish, you got to pray to the Lord, you know, that you have those understandings. With that, I want to give a mighty shalom to Ada Akim and the Aquav, making their bodies a living sacrifices, a double honor to the apostle of GMS who labor and well in this truth, and all the glory and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. May you finish your day with fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and be relief of a whole bunch of burdens. Shalom.